Well, it's important to me personally because I have 3 young children, and I want them to keep receiving the same democratic rights that I've got. I mean, I've voted in and out governments for almost 30 years now, and that's been my right. They say that the EU takes the power from our parliament, but really, thinking about it, it actually takes the power from people like myself.
For me, a vote to stay is not a vote for the status quo. It would be a vote for Merkel, Juncker, Tusk, and every other overpaid Eurocrat to drag us down with their sinking ship.
Students are the scientists, manufacturers and exporters of tomorrow. On June the 23rd, I'll be voting to leave the European Union so that an internationalist UK can expand its horizons and negotiate its own free trade agreements with increasingly dynamic markets, as well as the EU.
If we want young people, and if we want low-income families to flourish, leaving the EU is the only option.
As a young person, I consider myself to be a global citizen, and so I feel it's time for the UK to look beyond Europe, and that's why I'll be voting to leave the EU.
I'm voting Leave because I want to create a land of opportunity for the young people of this country, but we cannot do that inside a political union with a youth unemployment rate that is double that of the United States and double that of Norway, who of course do so terribly outside of the European Union. That's why I'm voting Leave.
I'll be voting to leave the EU because I believe in our scientists and our engineers. I think as the 5th largest economy in the world, we should be out there leading it, taking innovation and technology forward. And we can't do that all the time. We're strangled by EU red tape, bureaucracy and an uneven playing field which takes away any appetite we would have for investment.
Plaque in the entrance to the European Union Visitor Centre says, "National sovereignty is the main cause of most crying evils of this last century, and the only final solution to this is the federal union of the peoples." As a student, I do not want to grow up in a federal United States of Europe. I want to grow up in a free, fair and democratic country which works well with our European neighbours, not as part of a European superstate.
I've never felt so passionately about anything political before. I really feel that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us really to take back control and to forge our own destiny for ourselves and for our children.